youth camp, I got in trouble with my parents, and I was riding around my quad real fast, and I wrecked. All right, and I got there, and I went with a closed mind, going in. Okay, this is not going to do anything for me. I don't want to be here right now. I don't have my phone, which I want to have. I'm in trouble. I'm not going to get anything from this. So, first night goes by, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to raise my hands because God is moving in here. And if you didn't go this year, you need to go next year because your experience, your spiritual experience is crazy there. There's so many people all around you just worshiping God, and it's just crazy. And one thing that I got was I decided while I was there, all right, I'm going to read my Bible every day because I got away from that. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do that. Another thing I decided I was going to do there was the last night we had a speaker, and she was talking about the Holy Spirit. And I was like, you know what, God, I surrender to you. I will do whatever you call me to do. And while I was reading my Bible yesterday, because I slept in and didn't go to work like I was supposed to, I had the Holy Spirit came to me, and he said, tomorrow you're gonna speak a little bit. You're gonna give your testimony about youth camp. You're gonna promote youth camp. Don't just promote it. I got something else I want you to do. And of course, because I was like, you know what, Lord, I'll do whatever you want me to do at youth camp. I had to do it. He was like, all right, there's two things I want you to tell me. First of all, it's hot. Youth camp was high octane. We were pumped. We had a fire for God when we were at youth camp. There were so many people all around us that were just like, everybody was just face down on the floor praising God. Okay? We don't have to stop that now. All right? We don't have to be like, all right, well, I go to youth camp, I get all jacked, then I go back down, then I wait for Winterfest, and I get jacked again, and then I get back down, and then I get jacked again when youth camp comes back around. We don't have to do that, all right? And he said we need to keep this high octane praising God all the time. It doesn't have to be in between, or it can be in between. It doesn't have to be just a youth camp where everybody is pumped and praising God. It doesn't have to be at Winterfest where the worship is amazing. It can be all the time, all right? And there was another thing he said to me. It was kind of crazy, and I didn't really want to say it. He said, you need to go up there and you need to tell them, our youth group is incredibly strong. We have a lot of people up here that are praising God, have a fire for God, and we will do what he calls us to do. There's something that's going to attack us. Hell sees that we are an influence in this area. So these other churches look up to us and everything. And they see that. And we need to be prepared because there's something that's coming to us that's going to try to tear us apart, that's going to try to take our eyes off God, that's going to try to tear us down. And we need to be ready for that. All right? Amen. So that's what you get when you say, all right, God, I will do whatever you tell me to do. Because I don't want to be telling you, all right, something's going to try to tear us down. I'd rather be sitting where you guys are at right now. But you have to get to the point where you're just like, all right, God, I am yours. And it was funny because I prayed about this Sunday about keeping the intensity, you know. I went up to Laura Bean and we were praying. And yesterday she sent me a Facebook message. She said, all right, you need to pray every morning, God, I'm your servant. I will do what you call me to do, no matter what it is, or no matter how crazy it is, I will do it. And I've been praying that. And I can just feel it like in me, like there's things that I usually wouldn't do or that I might do that is in my mind, all right, it takes away the desire to do that. You know what I mean? So when you give yourself away, it changes you. It changes the way you think. All right. So I challenge you guys to do that.